First, make sure you got the appropriate software and test file for yourself off of D2L. If you are working with the 3D software, the link and the test file are available in the content section of D2L in the Songs for a New World folder. If you are working with the original 2D software, the test file is found in the same spot, but the software can be found through a link on D2L at the ETC website. Once you have the files downloaded, double-click and follow the prompts to install the software. I'm doing this on a Mac, but if you have a PC, just follow the usual steps for you in setup. Work your way through the install prompt by prompt, and then when you complete it, you will want to open the EOS Family Welcome screen. Here, you will pick your desired light board for the software to recreate, ours being the Ion in the EOS family. Now we will get a few options that will always pop up every time you load the software. We always want to click offline. Even though the other options sound like what we are doing, those are only for when the software is directly plugged into the light board and won't function without a license. So make sure to click the offline button to load the software. Once selected, if you are in the beta software, it will inform you of that and then automatically jump to the software. Now we are looking at the base of what happens when you start a new file in the software. You're going to want to bring up the browser by clicking the arrow in the bottom right corner of the screen. In here, just like an Excel spreadsheet, we are going to File, Open the test file. This will bring up all the save, channel, patch, instrument, etc. information that I have saved into the file. To get to the desired function screens, we want to use the pop-up digital keyboard in the corner and select Snapshot 1 or 2. Snapshot 1 is for folks using the 3D software, which lets you see that 3D rendering down here. Now let's go up to the digital keyboard again and let's do Snapshot 2, which is for the folks using the original 2D software. In Snapshot 2, we see a magic sheet, which has each of the instruments on the screen representing similar channels, and will show the percentages that they are on the instrument themselves. Similarly, the LEDs will show what color they are when they are set on or off. For now though, let's bring back Snapshot 1, the one with the 3D rendering. I want to show something weird with this though. Sometimes when you click Snapshot 1, the image doesn't come back for the rendering. This just means it needs to do a quick reload. Click the Edit button, and again to select it, and then click OK and the check mark to confirm. That will bring them right back. Now for the folks using the original version, I'm going to pop over to the keyboard window and bring up a new tab that gives us the same view of the magic sheet from the 2D version. To begin testing, we need to click the Go button on the keyboard. Since we have hidden our lower keyboard, we can go up to the top panel and click the Go button as such. This takes us to cue 1, the work light cue. You can also just click the spacebar to go. First note that the current cue or loading cue is shown here in the patch table, but also at the top of the PSD list over here. Note the fade up and fade down time of the intensities shown here respectively. Because it's one bubble, that means that both the up fade time and the down fade time are the same. If there is no bubble shown, but just a number, that means a time was designated, but no actual change happens to those categories. If the bubble is split, each corresponding time is listed with the one above it. If there is no number, that means no change has occurred, and no change was designated to occur. The time it takes for the color to change is again shown here. Fade and focus refers to action timings of moving lights. There's a lot of info up here, and it is important once you start diving more into the board, but the main thing that I want you to focus on are those timings and the follow section over here. You can see most cues here have a follow in this sequence. That means when you click go the one time, it will continue to follow into those respective cues after the designated follow time has completed. When ready to continue into the remaining cues, we will click the Go button again to step through all the lights available in the space. To see what those specific cues have in it, I'm going to bring up the final cue sheet that I made just for this test file. Now, we are going to run the test and step through the file you have in visual detail. And with that go, we see the image on the 3D video changing as well as the numbers on the magic sheet over here. Once you have finished watching the test file through, you are ready to create your own show file. Open the browser by clicking the arrow or using the Displays key on the pop-up keyboard. Then click File, double-click Save As, and save a new file under the following format: last name, or names, dot song name, and hit Enter. For me, that would be Maxon.thenewworld. Enter. Once you have saved the file and are ready to start programming your number, click the Delete 1 through 500 and hit Enter, and then Enter again to confirm. This gets rid of all of the cues that were in the board from before. Nothing has affected the old show though, because we saved it under a new name. Like an Excel document, we are now functioning in the new file. Saving those changes are important, so make sure to either go into the browser and select the save and double click it, or you can hit the Shift key and then the Update key, which will also save. This is similar to hitting Command S on a Mac or Control S on a PC. All right, that's about it.